Tommy, very disappointing end to the season this past Sunday. What an amazing series. It was a crazy series. The fact that no home team won a game until Game 7. I literally witnessed two of the best individual playoff performances that I've seen in my career with Luka and Kawhi. Both of them at the top of their game. And, even though I wasn't in uniform, I was nervous. My palms were sweating. It was a hard-fought series and disappointed that we couldn't advance. I really thought we had a chance to make a run. I think the league is wide open right now.
Lot of pretty crazy shot making throughout the series. Looking back at it, we talk about Luka all the time, but Kawhi in Game 6 and Game 7, and some of those other. Shout out to Reggie Jackson as well. Like, he hit a lot of big shots, but both teams were just going. This is what happens when you get to a 7-game series. Is you can't get to a 7-game series without crazy shot making on both sides.
Yeah, we should give credit where credit's due. Marcus Morris, big Game 7. Terrence Mann in the first half of Game 7 provided them with a huge boost. Kawhi, his shot making down the stretch of Game 6 was as good as I've seen. The between the legs step back going the wrong way 3, followed by the pull up on Luka, and then the step back 3. The very next possession on Dodo. There's nothing you can do about that. When you have a top 5 player that's making shots like that, there's no defender in the world that can stop that. And you just got to tip your cap. And, I'm disappointed. We're going to get into this with Tyrese a little bit, but we're going to talk a little bit about just playoff predictions. Because the West specifically, I think, is up for grabs. And, I felt like if we had won that series, we would have had as good of a chance as anyone.
Yeah. This is, with Miami and the Lakers out on both sides, we're in for some fresh blood, regardless in the finals, which I think I think the whole NBA fan base is excited about.
Yes.
You get used to seeing the same teams in there, and it's all well and good. But the idea of having like a Phoenix in the finals or a Utah in the finals, or obviously seeing those players there, and we should talk for a second about Chris and how he looked in Game 1 of that series. But just the changing of the guard is really fun to see as an objective observer.
Well, we heard for years everyone complaining about the regular season being irrelevant and the playoffs essentially not really even mattering either, because you knew which two teams were going to meet in the finals. It was going to be the Warriors and the Cavs. And then it became, whatever team LeBron is on. So it's a little refreshing, I think, to see some new teams potentially. There's been a bunch of graphics posted on social media. I think there's 3 or 4 teams that, they haven't won a championship in decades. And then the other 3 or 4 teams left haven't won a championship ever in franchise history. So there's going to be one fan base that's going to be really excited.